pray without what? Ceasing. Meaning you was never supposed to stop. Everything that you really supposed to have was supposed to come through prayer. Your communication with God will provide for your family, will provide for everything that you needed. But we stopped communicating with God and things became difficult and we started to play role reversal. What happened is we started to do these role reversals. And when you do role reversals, things become a lot more difficult. I said things become a lot more difficult when you reverse roles. God said, for this cause, a man shall leave his father and mother. So how do you do that? When it's been taught backwards. Oh, it's been taught backwards. See, a real relationship, if it's bounded in the words of the living God, the woman is going to have her stuff together. Because see, why you got to stay at home in the first place? Oh, because your mama providing, your daddy providing everything. That's why you staying at home, because you don't have these things. So when a woman comes, she said, I got all these things. Now you got a reason to love her and she got a reason to love you because she got all of the resources. Now I'm saying she has all of the resources that you need. And you can love her because you got something she needs. She might not be able to do your part, but you are able to do what? Your part. So now you got to quit playing role reversal. This is why people start calling each other out of their names lately, because they frustrated because somewhere things that become messed up and they can't go back and see where the mess up came from. Somebody came in their thoughts and got them threw off a little bit, made a lot of stuff controversial. And so what happens is, this is where the dilemma comes in. You say, what dilemma? I don't see nothing wrong with that. I thought it went this way, that way, and the other. No. If God say that the man was doing his responsibility and naming everything, I taught that last week. If you missed it, you would have seen something very valuable. You know, I said the female was the harvest of the man. The female, she was the harvest for the man. So he understood and he knew how to cherish and he knew how to care for who she was. He knew what her position was and her role was. So if you at your mother's and father's house, why would God say for the man have to leave and cleave unto his wife? They didn't have no other time. It was just one time. See, when you got to do something twice, that means you ain't really got no trust in it. Whoa. If I need to keep telling you what I believe, when I came to you and said, I want to make you my wife and you believe, let me tell you the deception, when you got to go do it again. If if you proposing to a woman to say, I want to make you my wife. Guess what? That day, that's when she really become your wife. Hello, somebody. It's that day that she said, yes, I accept. That day is when she really become your wife. But you needed two thoughts. You got to have somebody else to verify what you're doing. But you really was married when she said, I accept. When she said, I accept, you was already done. Hello, somebody. When she accepted, the song say, you got me going in circles. Yeah, and that's what's happening. Most people got us going in circles. If the truth be told, there are some circles we going around in a merry-go-round when we're not supposed to be doing that. And we wonder why things happen in our lives, why these difficulties happen. But the truth of the fact of the matter, when you first committed to that individual, that was your wife right there. When you committed to her and she said, yes, I agree, then that was the day that she became the two became one. For this cause, watch this, a man shall leave his father and his mother. It didn't say for this cause, watch this. It never said for this cause should a woman leave her father and mother. It didn't say that. Ooh, show you how intelligent we really think we are. It did not say for this cause a woman supposed to leave her father and mother and then the man is supposed to come up and bring her out. It didn't say that. It said for this cause a man shall leave his father and mother, because now he can have virtue with the woman, because she's now providing in the way and not putting on a responsibility on her that she has to do these things. But that is what a real woman is doing. If she want to get married, hello somebody, if she really want to get married, you got to do some things. You got to go back to the drawing board and you got to say, you know what, if the man saying I love you and she love him and stuff like that, then the truth of the fact of the matter of it all is that you're supposed to go back to the drawing board in a relationship and see, before you engage any further, can she be the one? And can he accept you as the one? You know, it's good for a woman to have these things in her life. It is good for her to have her own car and purchase her own land. Ain't nothing wrong with that. The Bible talk about that. But here's the truth of the fact of the matter. The woman trying to find a man who got the same thing. And then you wonder why you're going through chaos, why there ain't no true love, because he got a house and a car too. If he got a house and a car too, some people stuff, they find a way how to do it, but I'm talking about biblically, man. Biblically, it ain't supposed to go like that. You know, it is twisted. It went the other way around. The woman was supposed to show the man that, look, you can have faith in the God that you serve, because all you've been doing is praying. That's why God called Abraham out from the land and said, go to a land that I'll show you, and I'll make you a father of many nations. See, that was an example of a man having to leave his father and the mother right there. When God asks you to do it, then that's something different. But then down the line, watch this. Sarah started laughing because she found it funny. But if she had did what God said do, she wouldn't have laughed when God said, in your old age, you're going to cleave a baby. And she thought, ha ha, you're right. She 90 something years old and she trying to figure out, like, how is it that I'm going to have this child at 90 years old? But guess what? If she had did the first thing right, then the last thing would have been working out right. What am I saying? If she had found Abraham and not Abraham hadn't found her, she probably wouldn't have laughed, because she would have knew what she was already capable of, what to do. She already knew her position. But because Abraham had to go get her, she doubted a little bit the God that Abraham and even herself even honored. She laughed and said This is so funny. You mean to tell me at 90 years old that you don't believe God can destroy your yoke? And he the creator, he gonna destroy, he made you. So if she would have understood that, she wouldn't have never laughed. If she found her place, if she found out her place and her position, she wouldn't have never found it funny. You know, to say, well, she would have, if she believed that she had the house and the car, but because Abraham was doing it somewhere, he might have went and got everything. She found it funny and laughed. She said, yeah, right. You mean to tell me that God is going to do this for me at that age? And God, he made it happen anyway. He made it happen for her. And the joke was on her, because the truth of the fact of the matter of it, God began to do things that her eyes couldn't see and ears haven't heard. I'm telling you all this to say, there's some things that you probably never heard before that you might not have thought it made sense. But the truth of the fact of the matter of it is, say, for this cause, what's going to be the effect is they're going to love each other. Okay. But the cause, you can Google it. For this cause, a man shall leave his father and mother. Why? Because the wife is going to be the reward, because she got things and she going to be able to replenish the earth. You ain't hearing me. She going to be able to do everything. And you gonna honor her because she gonna already purchase the field. Look at Proverbs 31. And Proverbs 31, it say the woman, she purchased it, she planted a vineyard. That means she had her own crib. In other words, I ain't talking about a baby crib either. I'm talking about she worked skillfully in her hands so the man can honor her when he see what she got. And they two become one. Then guess what? He gonna love her for what she has. See, the reason the love ain't in the household when the man got everything, because it was never supposed to go that way. It wasn't really supposed to go that way. For people who do make it happen, big ups to them, but, we got to try to recorrect those things, because this is why the divorce rates are going sky high. This is why people start dibbling and dabbling and cheating. You understand? How do cheating come in a relationship? When the couples don't know their true responsibility. When a man doesn't know his role and a woman doesn't know her role, you can have the same car, and he got a car and she got a car, but they still cheating on each other. How can you be cheating on him and he got the car and you got the car? What's wrong? Why are they cheating on each other? How you cheating if he got a car and a house? Why are you cheating? Why are you cheating if you had a house and a car and she got a house and a car? Why are you cheating on your significant other? But the reason is because you haven't understood fully what you were supposed to be doing. You didn't understand the cause. You didn't understand this cause. What cause? This cause. Leave your father and mother. So if you begin to do what God say do, this is when you got the harvest. This is where the harvest comes from. The harvest comes from you leaving your father and mother. See, the reason you don't have to cheat and manipulate is because you know your role. Ooh, you know where your role is in a relationship. You know who you are. You don't have to cheat for real. I mean, if somebody really for you, see, if they ain't really for you, then of course you're going to keep on doing the same old. But if you are allowing God